Warning, there are a lot of opinions. I am not correct, these are just my thoughts. Arc Raiders is on top of the gaming world right now, with everyone left and right talking about it, and it has the potential to be a really nice staying power. In a world full of Call of Duties and Overwatches, we finally found a game with devs that actually fucking care. So I'm gonna propose something silly. Catch-up skill points only working on people that have completed the first expedition is moronic. This is just creating a level of FOMO that gates competition. If you're a PvE player, you might really not care much, but for the other 50% of the player base, this really kills the drive to grind. Let's get down to the nitty gritty here and talk about the actual elephant in the room. Skill points as a whole, they're fucking unbalanced. The dev team has clearly stated they're aware of this issue, and I'm kind of paraphrasing here. They say, some skills we even dodge. So 2 months in, they haven't changed a single thing. The roll and slide perks are still completely useless, something that we found in the community days after the release of the game. So what can you really figure from this? Not all skill points are created equally. Sometimes you need to waste 1 or 5 just to get to the top of the tree that is actually useful. So now that we know skill points aren't equally valued, why does this even matter? As I stated inadvertently, I'm mostly a PvP player, although I do love a good matriarch raid with the boys, okay, don't get me wrong, right? So why have I gotten my panties in a twist over 5 fucking skill points? The issue is gaining progression on real time rather than in-game achievements, while that progression is really meaningful. Let me paint a picture here for you. You're a PvP player who started one expedition late and hear about this beautiful catch-up mechanic. You get excited, grind to 4.5 million, knowing your time will be compensated by a value perk in Turtle Crawl. This is a big deal. Now you can't get finished by bullets if you have a survivor on, and that happens a lot in trios. You look into the fine print of this catch-up mechanic, and you see all your hard work was for nothing. Well, have fun wasting your 5 skill points and waiting another month to get Turtle Crawl, cause you're fucked, buddy. I hear you though, why should you care? Embark has made changes for a subsection of us, and just let half of us fucking die. Should PvP be a main focus in a PvPvE game? I'm gonna surprise you with my answer, no! But should the player base be treated equally? Yeah. Why should someone who loves this game be penalized for wanting to do more? Shouldn't Embark be ensuring that most, if not all, players are subsidized? These devs have already split this shattered community, which just constantly whines on social media comments. Honestly, that's pretty impressive. That's not to say that Embark is entirely ignorant on one side of their community existing, as they did give us solo trios, and I do enjoy that. That being said, it more so seems to feed streamers free content rather than make something meaningful or fix anything for us. We've gotten zero balance toward the weapons since the trigger nade nerf. That was way far out of touch on what we needed to do with it. And I just kind of want to say, Embark, this is a genuine message. Do not kill your most dedicated player base. All of us are equals when we get on the game. Whether it be 1 hour a day, whether it be 8 hours a day. Just a little start to show that you actually care about your dedicated player base. It would be nice if we could get catch-up skill points if we missed the first expedition. The patchwork skin and the scrappy skin are still in game and exclusive to the first one, so it's not like you lose status, quote unquote. So I truly have to ask, why would you gate competition on FOMO? There's already some in the game. It doesn't seem like balancing for a good reason other than you'll be sorry if you missed out, which as an adult in my opinion is a pretty predatory mechanic. The last bit I do want to harp about is just the unequal treatment that Embark has handed out. If casual players can't get to 5 million, they'll change it. People can't queue Bird City because of time, they'll change it. My point isn't to really just bullet this in as a bad thing, but rather that everyone should be treated this way, rather than just one little subsection of our community. If they keep doing this, Ark's just going to turn into Fortnite, and we're only going to see the highs and lows where it's just people that don't give a fuck, and there's people that give way too much of a fuck, and I'd really hate to see that. For me, Ark is kind of a beautiful symphony of gamers all around. You got the sweats, the working man, and the 1 hour a week gamer alike, and I'd really just hate to see all of that get taken away by shitty patch notes. That being said, this is a community and we're all open to discussion. If you think I'm a moron, go tell me why. If you think I'm right, go tell me why. I'd love some discussion on this. The only thing I want anyone to take away from this video is to make your voice heard. As truly, I've learned through this game that maybe that is useful.